Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is Style in V, and this is a tutorial on how to make this smoky tube top or a sheer top. As you can see on this video, is actually very easy and a beginner friendly tutorial. So if it's something you're interested in, kindly stay tuned and watch till the end of this video on how to make this elastic top. To make this tutorial, you'll be needing your fabric, less than 1 yard of fabric for this top, also your tape, your scissors, your chalk, your elastic thread, and also that normal thread. Okay, so I'll be using this elastic thread for it. You know, it's a smoky dress and we need this. So I'm gonna to fold my fabric into 4. For me, I'm using half yard of fabric, yes, by 60. That, you know, it's crepe, so, and crepe is by 60 length, so I'm using half yard of crepe fabric to make this. So I'm gonna to fold this into 4, as you can see. So from the top of my fabric, I will minus 4 inches to take my length. Yes, I minus 4 inches to take my length. You can minus 5 inches if you want, but for me, I use 4 inches because I'll be folding this upper side of the fabric. So I'm going to minus 4 inches, and for the length I use 20 inches. Yes, that is 19 inches for my length and 1 inch for hemming allowance. Okay, so that makes it 20 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark my length, taking note of that 4 inches that I minused. Okay, now whatever I have, I'll just note it down. Now for the width of my fabric, I divided my bust circumference by 4 and I added 4 inches because this is a top and my bust is the fuller side of my upper bodice. Okay, so that was why I used my bust. So I divided my bust circumference by 4 and I added 5 inches to it. So when I'm done, I will just note it down. So I'm not cutting anything aside the length, so the length is just the only thing I will just cut out like this. So let me repeat the process I did again. I minus 4 inches to get my length, and for the width, I divided my bust circumference by 4 and I added 5 inches. So that's just what I did. So I'll just go ahead and cut this remaining parts that we will not be needing, and I will open this up because we have to separate it. One piece for the back and the other piece for the front, and this is what we have. So I'll just go ahead and hem the neckline area and also the hemline area. Okay, that's the upper side and the lower side. That's just what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and hem them. So guys, this is how I will hem it. I'll just go ahead and fold it. Yes, so now I have my thread, not the elastic thread, this thread on it, both on the reeler side. So I've not changed the thread yet, so I'll just go ahead and fold it. I'm not folding the length but just the width side. Okay, the width side, that is the side that I showed you guys earlier. That is where I am folding. Yes, so that I will not have rough edge here. So I'll just go ahead and fold it like this, as you can see me showing you all right here. So guys, I am done folding this upside and also the lower side. Whatever thing I do to one piece, I will also do the same thing to the other piece. Yes, remember I said it's 2, one for the back and the other one for the front. So now let's work on the fabric itself. Now I'll go ahead and mark out lines. That is how wide I want the elastic thread to be. That's how wide I want the elastic thread to be. So for yours, you can mark half of an inch space, you can mark 0.7 space, you can even mark 1 inch space. Now look at how I am placing my tape. I place my tape after this folding here and I will mark 1 inch. So that is how wide I want my sewing to be. Now I'll do it from this point here to the other point. Okay, I'll do it from this point here to the other point. So I'll just go ahead and do the process repeatedly, marking 1 inch from this top here to meet the hem line. That is where the top length ends. So I'll just go ahead and be marking this 1 inch. So yours can even be half of an inch. This thing I'm doing here, you can do half of an inch for yours, and you can also do 0.7 inches for yours. Depends on how you want it So but for me, I am doing I'm marking out 1 inch. So I'll mark this from the top to the hemline. So guys, let's proceed to sew. So I've gone to change the thread at the reeler area. So now this is the elastic thread. I normally use my hand to reel it instead of using the sewing machine to reel it. So I'll just go ahead and reel the elastic thread using my hand. I'll just use my hand to roll out the thread on the reeler area like this, as you can see me showing you all here. So I am done reeling it, and I'll put it inside my shuttle. Now one thing I normally do when making a smoky dress is to loosen my shuttle, yes, so my thread can pass freely. So this matching thread will be on top of it, and this elastic thread will be under. Okay, so that's just what you will note. So I'll just go ahead and fix it like this, as you can see me showing you all right here. And for this other side here, it's at the lowest side. Okay, at the lowest side, every part should just be loose. Every part should just be loose so that your thread will be able to pass in freely. So the next thing for me to do now this place that I marked this chalk, sorry, I forgot to tell you guys, I marked it on the right face of the fabric. Okay, I marked it on the right face of the fabric, please. Sorry for not informing you guys earlier. So the next thing for me to do is to sew. So I'll sew on this top line here. I'll go ahead and start my sewing from this top here like this. So as you can see here, it's already gathering, like the elastic effect is already taking place. So I'll just go ahead and sew it like this, as you can see me showing you all right here. So when I'm done, I will cut it here, then I will sew immediately after this line, yes, that I fold. I'll go and sew immediately after this line that I fold here. I'll sew that part again like this. So you'll notice that it's already like gathering. Yes, it's giving that elastic kind of look already on this side. So just watch closely. Like I said, I'm doing this at the upper side of my fabric. Yes, the good face of my fabric, please. The good face of my fabric. Yes, so you can see what we have. So after doing this, I will continue and I will start sewing on that 1 inch line that I marked earlier. I'll just follow the chalk line. So this is for you to have a uniform line. Yes, by doing this, you'll not be having scattered lines. So I'll just go ahead and sew on this 1 inch lines that we have here. So I'll just do the process repeatedly, like a repeated process. As you're sewing, you turn to sew on the next line. That's just what I am doing here. So from the ones I have sewn, you can see what it looks like. Okay, you can see what we have here. So I'll just go ahead and complete the remaining of the camera so that this video will not be too long. And when I'm done doing this part, I'll also do the same thing to the other side. Like so guys, I am done sewing. Yes, you can see what it looks like. You can see it here. So this is the inside. That is why I said your elastic thread should be under. So I'll go and do this other side of camera, then I will get back to you all. So guys, I am done sewing. I also wanted like to sew more extra lines inside so that it will be tiny. So this is what we have, and the next thing for us to do is to shape. So you just go ahead and place it right side facing right side and hold it on with your pins on all sides. So this is stretchy, so you ensure that all sides are equal. So I'll just go ahead and hold it on with my pin and I will shape, right? So let me just hold it on with this pin first before shaping, so that will ensure that all sides are equal. So for shaping, I am shaping with 1 inch. Yeah, I am shaping with 1 inch, so I'll just go ahead and shape right here, mark my 1 inch before taking it over to my sewing machine to sew. So this is what we have. If you don't want yours to be too tight, you can just shape with 0.7 inches or 0.5 inches. Now I'll be changing my thread. I'll be using this normal thread, that is this matching thread, to shape it, and not the elastic thread, please. So guys, I am done shaping, and this is what we have. So you can see what it looks like. So if you've watched to this point, thank you so much for watching, and see you in our next video. So bye guys.